Yeah, obviously after a defeat, you want to put the next result straight away to winning. And I think we did a lot of things today to win the game comfortably, but we haven't competed. Like, you have to compete in the Premier League and give the first goal that we're giving away, and lose a few important duels afterwards. So I think it's all our fault.
So it's all your fault. You haven't competed. When a team loses from a winning position like that, questions will be asked of their character. Do you have those concerns then about your team?
Not about the character. It's about how you compete in a Premier League match. And it's for 100 minutes in this case. It's for every ball, it's for every action. The moment you lose attention, the opponent is going to punish you. It's not the first time that it happened. And if you want to win football games consistently at this level, that's a must. And it's something that is non-negotiable.
Why didn't your players compete?
I think they compete for a larger part of the game. But in crucial moments when you don't, you pay the price. And that's it. And it's all my fault, obviously, because that's the one that I have to make sure they do.
The winner was scored by Neil Maupay, and the Arsenal players seemed very unhappy with him, particularly for his role in Bernd Leno being injured. Was he at fault in that situation?
I believe that no player has the intention to hurt anybody, and I believe that in this case exactly the same. It was unfortunate. Yeah, Bernd's injury doesn't look good. We'll have to assess him probably tomorrow to know what's happening, but it can happen in a football pitch.
At the moment, can you just clarify exactly what it appears to be? Is it a knee injury with Leno?
It's a knee injury. I think he had an hyperextension of the knee, and we have to assess the damage.
Just on Bernd Leno, are we fearing that it's a cruciate ligament injury for Bernd?
We don't know. He was in a lot of pain, and he's still in some pain, but we'll have to wait till tomorrow at least to see how bad the damage is.
There was obviously, tempers were running high at the end. Matteo Guendouzi appeared to maybe strike out at Neil Maupay. What was your view on that, and do you think he might be facing a ban?
I don't know. I haven't seen the action. I've seen a lot of players just talking and getting together, but I didn't know what happened.
Can you understand why your players were so clearly, a lot of them were clearly angered with Maupay?
Yeah, but it's the frustration again because we throw the game away, and probably that's a reaction that can happen. But I always believe that a player has no intention to get somebody else injured.
He said afterwards, Neil Maupay, that Arsenal players needed to show more humility and they got what they deserved. Do you think that's a bit harsh considering the sort of emotional side of things they've seen today?
I don't know. He can say whatever he wants. I know my players, and one aspect that they don't miss for sure is humility.
Thanks, Charles. Can I next bring in Nick Ames?
Can I just quickly touch on the injury and the reaction of your players? Obviously, when you see one of your teammates writhing in pain, it can have a detrimental effect on performance. Did you think that was the case today?
No, I don't think it's the case because a lot of things happened afterwards, and we scored the goal, and we had more than enough opportunities to put the game in bed, so we cannot use that as an excuse.
And in terms of, obviously, it's reaching the Champions League, reaching the top four now is an almost insurmountable task. Are you facing an uphill battle to raise spirits within the squad?
Absolutely. I think when you lose 2 games in a row, the hardest thing is to lift the players up and believe again in what we are doing. The context of the last game against City and this one is completely different. I'm much more upset today because I know the accident that happened against City, but today the accident was provoked by us and it's unacceptable.